What's up everyone, Dapper here. We're back playing some more Marble World. Today we're going to be making a marble elimination race. This was suggested by a few people, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are on the new map, but I'm only using this map because I like the background better and we have more space. So we're not going to be doing anything cool with the new environment. I've had this race in mind for a while and I thought it'd be really cool to do. So this may be a little bit more difficult than I think it is, but basically we're going to start with something like 10 marbles. So I'm just going to get the first 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sure, that works. So we have 10 marbles here, and I'm going to spawn them in, and oop, I forgot to change the number. There we go, 10. Well, now we have 11. Hold on. All right, there we go, 10 marbles. So why do I keep hitting buttons? I keep pushing things. 10 marbles. Okay, don't click anything. Here we go. So somehow we need to have 9 of these marbles move on, and then the 10th marble can't, if that makes any sense. Hopefully we can make this happen. Luckily, I have an idea of how to do it, so I'm gonna start setting that up now. So here's my idea. So I'm thinking 9 marbles will fall down a hole, and the 9th marble will be right here, and the 10th marble will have to roll over top, making that eliminated. But then how do we get these marbles to move? Well, I'm thinking bring that eliminated marble back to somehow open up the play for the other 9 marbles in here. And if we can't do that, if that doesn't work, I'll probably just use the latches somehow. So maybe we can just let 9 marbles pass and I'll do it up, put it up. I don't know if that's gonna work either, but I do have other ideas if this doesn't work. Hopefully this does work. So my plan is to use something like a gravity pad so we can lessen the gravity. I'll probably put that on like a 0.7. This way the marbles are gonna be super light when they go over this. And then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna move it here, but then I'm gonna unsnap it and then make sure I'm on the part orientation. And I'm just gonna move it to have a gap. So I'm hoping a marble will fall in here. And I'm gonna test that now just to make sure it does happen, even with the lower gravity. Whoa, absolutely not. That does not happen at all. They go right over it. So, interesting. Maybe I put the lower gravity in the gap. How does that work? Okay, a couple of them still fly right over. So I think the angle on this is a little too much, because they will be gaining speed here. So maybe we need to slow them down quite a bit before that happens, without making it without making it flat. So I don't want this gap to be too big, because I do need the last marble to actually make it across it, but hopefully it has help from the 9th marble, which will be sitting here. So let me just make sure they all fall down this hole. Okay, so they all fall down the hole. That is good. So I'm gonna move this up just a little bit, just to make sure they all hit the gravity. Now I'm gonna have to make something custom here. And by custom, I mean I'm probably gonna have to use these shapes. It'd be much nicer if we were flat doing this, but oh well. I will just make everything as level as possible, just to make it look as nice as possible. Something like that. Hopefully we're straight up. If we're not, doesn't really matter. All right, so I need something to hold the marbles in that make it over here. So I can make like these little barriers here. Okay, that looks good. I'm probably gonna make these transparent as well. I'm actually gonna do that now just so we can see what we're doing a little bit better. And I might need to paint this a different color. Oh, they're going right across now. Oh, you know what? I don't think there's any room for them now. So I'm gonna get this figured out a little bit, and then I'll bring you guys back in, because we're probably just gonna be messing around with this for a little bit now. Okay, so I might have figured it out here. The last marble, see if that doesn't get stuck. The last marble seems to get kicked out. Yes. Okay. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So now time for phase 2 to see if that works. Oh my gosh, that works. That works, but I don't know if it's gonna work every time. All right, new concept time. I'm gonna take this. I've got other ideas. Okay, so an hour later, I might have something that works. I'm gonna test it out now. It worked the last time. I just gotta make sure I made a couple adjustments and does not. Okay. All right, look at that. So rainbow was eliminated. Let's try that again. Let's see who comes in last. All right, rainbow's in last again, and that failed. Okay. So I just need to make sure that this doesn't fail. And my idea for that is to just give it an angle to start out with. I kind of want to force it to go to the left. And then I have a marble spawner here, which will stop it. All right, but this is pretty promising. It's working so far, for the most part. I just need to make it flawless. No. Okay, after an hour and a half, I finally got something that works. And holy cow. So we don't even need this, but check it out. I'm gonna do a couple runs here just to show you how it works. I should do them in slow motion. Anyway, here we go. Been working on this for a while. Here the marbles come. Wow, the first one it fails. Okay, we're gonna clear it. Gonna make sure that's in position. Should work now. Here we go. Here come the marbles. There it is. Of course, we got stuck. Oh my gosh, and it's the first time that it has done that because I didn't reset that. All right, here we go. This is the real test. That fills up. The last one goes out. Smacks that and lets the marbles go. And it knocks out that marble, which frees the marbles that are gonna continue on. So I probably could have made this easier because there's a lot of pieces for this. So I definitely need to figure out a way to cut this down a little bit, make it more efficient. But I mean, hey, it works. And you know, it's been like an hour and a half of making this, so kind of glad it works. I hope it'll work each time. Otherwise, that'll be a problem, obviously. But yeah, now we only have to make this thing, I don't know, 6 more times. The final round will have the last 3 face off, and we need to make an entire course yet still. So there is that. But we do have a working mechanism here, kind of. That one just failed. Great. Yeah, there very well could be a much simpler way to do this. Maybe a much more efficient way too, but this is just what I've found so far. Now it is time to make the rest of the course, because it's already taken a very long time to get to this point. So each section is going to have its own little thing. So I suppose the first section will be a nail run, something like that. We will place a bunch of nails on it. And then I'll see if we need to make an RNG thing. If we do, that's no problem. I'll just put some boosters in here that'll mix up the marbles. And then when we release them, hopefully they'll be jumbled up. Actually, I'm just going to place them in random spots. I really hope the marbles don't get stuck on here. I don't want to have to boost all of these, but I might have to. We'll see. I'm just going to grab them all now. So green has lost twice now, so I really might need to make some RNG happen here. Looks like green hits that nail almost every time. Oh, green didn't get eliminated this time. So it is still quite random. Something bad happened here though, and I don't know what. Did one of the marbles get stuck? Yes, they did. So I definitely have to boost this section. I'll just go back and do that real quick. Okay, perfect. So I think I'm just gonna copy paste this a bunch of times, this setup. Actually, let's start with just once and let's see if we can make a second leg here. I'm definitely gonna have to RNG this, I think. The same marbles are winning every time. Okay, so I've made a few adjustments. Hopefully everything is working properly now. So I'm just going to copy paste the new version. And I'm gonna bring that down here. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this will be the final race with the final 3, so we can get first, second, and third. So I'm going to delete that, and we are just going to block this off. So we should get first, second, third on this run here, and hopefully the rest of this works. Now I'm just going to fill this in with a bunch of stuff on each track. Okay, so I've done a bunch of legs already of the race, so here we go. We start off with the nails, then we have the diamond straight, and then we have a bunch of spinny things. Then we have the bounce pad area, and then a bunch more spinny things. And now I gotta come up with 3 more here, so I'm gonna quickly throw these together, and hopefully we can come up with something cool. And then we're gonna run this track and see what happens. Alright, so I only have one section left, and it'd be really cool to combine an element from every single leg that we had. So I'm going to try to do that now. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is paint the entire race, and then I'll talk about everything I did. I have to go back and fix all of the things because I copy pasted them, so all my boosters have gotten messed up, so I got to go fix those one by one. And then we will run a race, and I might put RNG here as well, but we'll see. So paint first, all that later. Also gonna add some little shapes here just to see the first, second, and third place winners. All right, we have gold, silver, bronze. I think I'm gonna make the silver lighter. There we go. Gold, silver, bronze. Okay, I am not going to paint the eliminators. I probably should have did that in the beginning, but I am gonna go back and fix them all. We'll talk about the track and then we'll run it. Oh my gosh, can we copy paste and keep the same boost? Holy cow, it was fixed. I don't have to go back and fix all of these. That's amazing. Perfect. Okay, well, I do have to go grab all these and put them down just to make sure it all runs correctly. Okay, so here it is. So our first leg is going to be through the nails, which all have boosters, so hopefully all the marbles make it through. I did put a couple more boosters at each merge so the marbles don't get stuck. I left these the same color. Hopefully we can see everything that's happening and everything works. Also, we have the diamond straight, then we have the spinnies, then we have the bounce pad area, we have some more spinnies, we have the square straight, and then we have like these little jumps that I made. I don't know how this is gonna work. I put these on 10. I do have to do a test run. Hopefully the marbles don't fly off here. And then finally I put everything together on the last run. And we have first, second, and third place. So I am about to do a test run now just to make sure everything works, and then hopefully everything does and we can do a real race. I'm also going to make RNG here really fast. I'm just going to take decoration here and then put some boosters to make sure the marbles get jumbled up. Okay, and unfortunately I forgot to do a very crucial part, and that is to adjust the amount of marbles that stack up in here on each one. I basically copy pasted them, so they need 9 marbles. Well, it looks like I got quite a bit of work here left to do because I do have to adjust each one of these. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. Okay, I'm almost there. I only have 3 left, so luckily this has been pretty easy to just adjust these. I have these testers out, so this is pumping out or dropping 7 of them. And it still works. So now we're down to 6. And I'm about to do that again. So I'm just going to block this off. I do have to make sure all the tracks work. So I will probably get rid of all these just to test. I know a marble got stuck right here. So I might need to change the angle of these bounce pads. But other than that, everything's working somewhat well. Hopefully the marbles don't get stuck through here. Alright guys, so I've been doing this for almost 2 hours now. It seems like every time I fix a problem, a new problem arises, so I think we're just going to run the track, and if things get messed up, so be it. I'll have to make a better one in the future if that does happen, so, which it probably will. There are a lot of issues with this. It's really hard to get this contraption to work 100% of the time, but we are going to run it as is. Even if it messes up, we'll just help it out a little bit, either add a marble here and there or restart the race, just whatever happens at that point. Each one is a little different now because as it gets to fewer marbles, it reacts a little different. They get, I guess, bouncier. I don't know. There's a lot of things that happen. So like I had to put marble spawners here because once there were lower marbles, this would spin and knock a bunch out and put them back through and automatically kick them out. It's probably still going to happen. Let's hope not. So I'm just going to get rid of everything. We're going to run this track, and hey, if it's bad, we will make a better one in the future, hopefully. I'll have to redesign this whole contraption, and you know what's funny? Somebody out there is going to see this, and they're just going to instantly think of a better way to do this, and I'm going to feel like an idiot after I see it. But anyway, this is it. We are about to run the track. I'm going to leave everything as is, so if it's all messed up, so be it. Here we go. So the first ever elimination marble race. I'm going to spawn the marbles now. Go ahead and pick your favorite color. Alright guys, so unfortunately this race has a ton of issues. This is now the 5th time I'm going to be restarting it because we've had some catastrophic failures. So if it does mess up again this time, I'm just going to let it play out, see what happens. If you guys want to see this in the future, let me know. This was definitely a fun build, but I do need to find more consistency in this contraption. Anyway, hopefully you have your color picked. Again, this is the 5th time we're doing this. I am just going to let it play out though, because I have been working on this for a very, very long time. So anyway, the marbles are now away, and let's see what happens. Again, if it breaks, I'm just going to let the marbles get to the end, and we'll just see who makes it there first, even though some of them may not be eliminated. Like, look at that. Yellow just eliminated itself, even though it wasn't last. So, lots of little problems with each section, and the problems change as the marbles go down. So, as the marbles become less and less, I run into different issues as far as weight and other things go. Maybe they drop too far in the shafts. There's red eliminating itself. Unfortunate. See, they bounce up too, but I have to lessen the gravity, otherwise I can't kick them out. But if you guys have any ideas how to make this better, definitely let me know. This was a super fun project. I definitely want to come back to this with a more concrete working elimination method. As you saw right there, I had to delete a marble to make it eliminate. So yeah, let me know if you guys can come up with any ideas. I'd be really interested to hear them. I don't know. Like I said, there's tons of problems with it. I need to find a way to make a more consistent eliminator, per se. But some of them work pretty well, like that one. That one just worked. It almost got hung up, but it worked out pretty well. Okay, so we still have a few marbles in this race. Who do you think's gonna win? Hopefully your marble hasn't been eliminated yet. We do have rainbow out in the front. If this works, orange shall be eliminated here. And unfortunately it didn't work, so we will just manually make it work. There we go. Orange can stay there. And we are moving on. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could actually just keep deleting marbles, but I really want to make something that, you know, works on its own, kind of like this is almost doing. If I could just make it a little bit more consistent, this would be great. So we still have rainbow out in the lead. Very interesting. Looks like purple should be eliminated here. And once again, we did get stuck. See, like I said, I have made the gravity here a lot less so that they can get through, but the problem with making this have less gravity is that the marbles will bounce up and launch themselves out of this hole here. So that's not like... once I fix one problem, another problem emerges, it seems like. But I guess it's doing okay so far. We're down to 4 marbles here. A few of them were eliminated that shouldn't have been, but that is fine. We still have the correct number of marbles for this track, so that's good. This was an interesting one because it kind of mixes the marbles up and keeps the race pretty competitive. So this should be a really close race. And just because one of these marbles is in the lead right now doesn't mean it'll be in the lead to the end, but white might make a break for it. Did not. Purple sneaks by. Oh, and unfortunate for rainbow. Possibly. I mean, who knows? Something like that might happen and no eliminations happen. So this is the last... Like, it's alright. Oh no, rainbow... I mean, I don't know what to do here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, rainbow sneaks in front. So, I don't know what you guys want to do. This guy kind of got stuck here anyway. So, I guess the winner should have been blue, green, and then white. But, I mean, rainbow did sneak in. So, if you picked rainbow, maybe you can take that as a win. Anyway, hopefully you guys liked this episode. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. If you want to see more episodes like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!